Hey everybody, just about all of us figure that if you're going to turn prospects into customers, you should increase urgency to make that happen. But did you know there may be an entirely different path to your success? I am Jay Baer here with this episode of Highway to Sell, where we take the hurtin' out of converting leads to sales. The show is brought to you by our pals at Demandbase, the leader in smarter go-to-market. I am super fired up about our guest in this episode of Highway to Sell. He has forgotten more about prospecting than most of us will ever know. He is Mark Hunter, the Sales Hunter, a legendary prospecting advisor, sales coach, incredible author as well. Mark, my friend, welcome to Highway to Sell.
Hey, thank you to be on the highway. Shall we get going?
We should be on a highway. Mark, you've been at this a long time. What, in your estimation, is the number one mistake that sales professionals make when they're trying to increase urgency and speed?
They try to go too fast. Whoa, what did he just say there? Yeah, they try to go too fast. Here's the whole thing. They're so excited to try to sell. They want to increase velocity that they think if they just move the customer faster, they can close the deal faster. I say this, you want to slow down to go faster. Because here's the whole thing. If you're not taking the time up front to really be understanding who this customer is and what they're looking for, there's no way you're going to sell. This is why so many people get to the end of the highway and they can't close the deal. Because you know what? They've been on the wrong highway to begin with.
Oh, I love that. That is super profound. Go slow to go fast. So how do we solve that? How do we fix that mistake? As you know, the show is called Highway to Sell. It sounds like knowing more about the prospect is partially your advice, and obviously Demandbase can certainly help with that. But how do we do this? How do we go slow and yet go fast?
Well, here's what happens. You got to get on the right highway. You got to understand your customer. I always say, what's their ICP? Ideal customer profile. Because if as a salesperson, you don't understand who you can help the most, who you can benefit the most. And what does that mean? That means what are the outcomes you create? Because that's what you're focused on. Your whole objective, especially in today's economy, people really, they want a lot of stuff, but what is it that they need? If I can't zero in on what is that one critical piece that they have to have, and I can create urgency around it, there's no way I can close. That's how the highway to sell ultimately becomes a faster highway for you. Because A, you're prospecting only those people who fit your profile. 2, you're taking the time to understand their needs. And 3, what you're doing is you're landing the sale with that initial piece so you can expand later. Because, hey, why not take them on another highway after you've closed that initial sale?
A multitude of highways, Mark. I like that approach. And ask better questions, right? Ask more questions, ask better questions. If you know your customers more, you can sell them more as well. Fantastic advice from Mark Hunter, the Sales Hunter. Thanks so much for being on the show. I know our audience would love to learn more from you. What's the best way to do that?
The best way is thesaleshunter.com. Yes, that's my real last name, Hunter. I didn't change it for this gig. It's thesaleshunter.com.
Thesaleshunter.com. It's his actual name, folks. So it was karma that he went down this path.
It's not sales. It's just Hunter. That was the
got it.
original
Yeah,
name.
your first name is not actually Sales, but it is your surname is Hunter. Yes, let's make sure that we're not misleading anybody. Mark, thanks so much for being here. I appreciate it, friends. That was the one, the only, the Sales Hunter, Mark Hunter. Spectacular advice about how to go faster by going slower and understand your customers more. Don't forget, friends, if there's a sales goal you need to exceed, the best way to do it is to increase your speed, but in this case, go slow first. Tune in to our next episode of Highway to Sell for more great tips, and do me a favor, won't you? Tell your friends and colleagues about the show. I'm Jay Baer on behalf of Demandbase. Thanks for watching.